Caller 2393, you're live. 393?
Yes.
Yo, what up?
Hi, caller.
Hi. Hi, Fatal. This is Martha. And, I've been listening to the interview, and I just got to say, how do you deal with the rumors about Pac? And what do you have to say when people post videos on YouTube and say that he's been spotted with you guys? How do you respond to?
I mean, he hasn't been spotted with us. I mean, my thing is if that motherfucker. I mean, if he my man. So if he wanted people think that he's alive, then I'm gonna help him with that kind of shit. I've never seen him dead. I didn't go to no funeral. We didn't parade his body around the streets like everybody else. Like, I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I really don't, I don't pay no attention to that shit. You probably do be seeing him, but his plan is working to fucking perfection. Nobody's going to believe that's him after all this time. Everybody is going to be paying attention to whatever they're paying attention to. You can say, I saw Tupac at Walmart, and everybody going to be like, oh, yeah, or it was a look-alike.
Well, what did you think of that hologram at Coachella?
I think that fuck that hologram. The hologram was dope, but the people that was motherfucking trying to rap with the nigga was corny as fuck. Like, why the fuck would you?
People say, well, damn, if this dude told the feds and everybody that he's a rip or a former rip out of Compton and they killed Tupac, why didn't he go to jail for murder? Then maybe the question is that Pac really not dead. Pac somewhere else, and maybe they get over. Maybe it's like
you're gonna start a whole nother.
I mean, it's the truth if you really look at it.
Did you see Tupac dead?
Nobody's seen Tupac dead. The thing is this: the person who supposedly cremated Tupac, who his mother wanted done quickly, if he passed. So this guy got about $3 million, personally for me, cash. And next thing I know, I never heard from the guy since again. He retired and left. One thing you gotta realize, the whole world know I hate rats, I hate snitches. I ain't into telling. So people always wanna know, is Pac dead, is Pac alive? I'm the wrong motherfucker to ask. But I tell you this, if you try to find a person who cremated Tupac, after he supposed to cremated Tupac, he retired and vanished into the sun, into the sunset, into the darkness. His code name was Makaveli, like mine is Simon. And if you know the story of Makaveli, he faked his own death. But at the same time, they wanted to put Pac back in prison. And Pac would fake his own death and disappear before he go back to prison.
The reason why I'm exposing this is to give especially the youngsters the knowledge to go and research from this premise so you can get at the truth. Because the premises that's been given to most of the youth has been erroneous premises. And so you research from erroneous premises, you're going to get erroneous results. And but I like to reemphasize the beauty and the importance of those formations that were there, that was laid from the old legions, because we didn't know about COINTELPRO. I can say, from my personal experience and work and organizing, that we could have taken the White House easy, under my watch.
Really?
Yeah, because we had people who were in the CIA, we had people who were in the FBI, we had a lot of people who were in police forces all around the country. It's a tactic of getting away from all of that, and a lot of it was based on kinship, blood kinship. Your cousin, a good friend of yours, auntie, uncle, it was almost soundproof, foolproof.
Right.
You know, it was family, and you knew it was legit, sincere, and it was easy because you had the intention and they knew why you were there. You were taught what I was there to teach them, and then I'm gone. And if you would see me again, you wouldn't even acknowledge me in that capacity because you were already taught that.
That's right.
So you know, I just moved out LA, but I'm Philadelphia till I die, yo. The rumors is true. Tupac is fucking living, yo. I just seen him in the studio, man. He just dissed Eminem for putting out that last album. Jermaine Dupri because he fucked with Janet Jackson. And I don't know why, but he just dissed Mace. I need y'all to be quiet, man. Holla back exclusive, Marley Manson, yo. Watch. They go Pac with his motherfucking homies right now. He holding a fucking coke. Look, zoom in. That's Pac, man. He with the fucking outlaws. And Reg from Holla Back is trying to be friendly and get autographs and shit. Holla Back exclusive, baby. Holla Back.
You wasn't that amazing. You wasn't that amazing.
Get him out of here, man. Get him out of here, man.
Makaveli.
Coughing a lot lately, I know something wrong. Not trying to fuck with the streets, but it's always an option. Tony A on the other end, he say nigga.
You know, God, great, let me come back. you know, in his 40s or whatever. Damn, man, I'm fine. You know, God, great, let me come back, you know, in his 40s or whatever. Damn, man, I'm fine. I ain't mad. I don't got no problems with nobody. I wish peace and happiness. There wasn't nowhere else to go. No one else wanted to take me. I was like, you know, all I kept in my mind was one day I'll be back. I was like, you know, all I kept in my mind was one day I'll be back.
Of course, no list of celebrity death conspiracies would be complete without mentioning the death of beloved West Coast rapper Tupac Shakur. The established police narrative would have us believe that the man who made music about gang members killing each other was killed by a member of a rival gang. But some internet sleuths are just too observant and diligent to believe such a convenient excuse. Several outlandish conspiracy theories concerning Tupac's death have been popularized since 1996. But one particular claim involving communist revolutionaries and state-sanctioned doppelgangers definitely takes the cake. Rumors alleging that Tupac was still among the living sprang up right after his death, partly due to the fact that his body was swiftly cremated almost immediately after an autopsy was supposedly performed. Then, in December 2019, a man named Michael Nice published a video to YouTube in which he claimed to have faked his own death a year earlier and wanted to expose how Tupac had supposedly done the same. Claiming to have been Pac's bodyguard in the 90s, Nice said that he had to fake his own death because he was on the verge of releasing information that would prove that Tupac is still alive. And the shadowy figures behind the scenes were not happy about it in the slightest. Supposedly, an ambulance driver friend picked up Nice, who somehow momentarily stopped his pulse, a trick he had apparently learned as a child, and used a decoy corpse to fool the coroners. Of course, Nice eventually came back from the dead to reveal to the world that Fidel Castro had helped Tupac fake his death and flee to Cuba. Several of Nice's videos that purportedly contain proof of Tupac's survival have been posted to a YouTube channel called Icini Studios. The Cuba theory is merely one of several absurd ideas that have been cooked up to try and explain the rapper's tragic death. One theory propagated by filmmaker Rick Boss holds that Makaveli wasn't killed that day in Vegas and instead employed a look-alike so he could sneak off to New Mexico and live amongst the people of the Navajo tribe. Another theory was put forth by Tupac's infamous friend and producer Suge Knight, who was at the wheel of the car in which Tupac was shot. Knight has claimed that he heard Tupac laugh multiple times on the way to the hospital and that he never saw him lose consciousness in the immediate aftermath. He also told the media that Tupac had spoken to him about the idea of faking his own death while they were on vacation in Hawaii.
We was in Maui, you know what I mean, and Pac like never been to Maui or Hawaii, like just a vacation, you know what I'm saying? You get to talk about faking his own death.
Suge Knight's son, Suge Jr., has his own theory of what happened to Pac. He has made public a video shot in Malaysia of a man that he claims was Tupac. Photos that he says are of Pac in the present day have been called into question because of the obvious likelihood that they were photoshopped. Naturally, Suge Jr. seems to believe that the Illuminati had something to do with Pac's disappearance and adamantly defends his position, a claim that even other Tupac truthers think might be going a bit overboard.
Investigators at Icini have made a breakthrough in the Tupac is alive case, which gives us further insight in the final days before he faked his death where Tupac took a trip to Belize in May 1996. New evidence has emerged, and new leaks have been presented. Just 4 months before he was supposed to have died, Tupac was staying at the Grove Resort in Belize, which is directly opposite Cuba, where a deal was being done with Fidel Castro. Investigators spotted the plane used to fly to Cuba for the meet when Snoop Dogg was pictured in Belize. The plate B3 Ta was traced back and was never even meant to be in Belize, as is was meant to have been returned to Canada in 1994. When investigators dug deeper into the flight logs, there were no traces of the plane ever leaving Canada after 1994. So how did it end up in Belize with Tupac in 1996? Investigators believe this plane was used to meet Castro in Cuba, and plans were put in place to help Tupac escape the country. And the former senator of Belize would agree to help protect Tupac in Belize. More leaks of the plane used to broker the deal has been leaked. Could this have also been the same plane used to help Tupac escape Vegas? The search continues.
In recent years, we've seen a resurgence. Biggie and Pac are always legends in the game and are never far from the conversation. When you consult on projects like this, does it reopen fresh wounds and make you a little sad? Or are you happy that a story's still being told? How do you feel when these type of projects come about?
I knew that we were going to be legends. Pac knew he was going to be a legend. We knew we were on a legendary track back then. So with that, dealing with post-Pac, post the legend, but it's not really post because he's still alive. So therefore, I'm trying to look out for my brother and his legacy and his memory as usual. It is difficult. Everybody can't do it. But I know I had to develop a thick skin in order to, deal with our life in entertainment and the circumstances that we are here. So I think that Pac will want to be remembered. I think he would want justice. I think he will want people to still be talking about him. So it all falls into the vein of what he would want. Now, he may not have approved of these police and being able to do their stories before I got to do mine, or anybody in the family got to do theirs. However, this is life. This is these are the circumstances, and we're gonna handle it the best way possible. So we're gonna try to make this. I try to make this the best project I could.
They don't even know I know, and they don't even know I'm fucking alive for real. I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching, listen to this. I'm watching the performance right now, you know what I'm saying? I think they did a good job on my animations and the way they put the computer-generated copies and stuff like that. Well, anyway, this is the real Tupac Shakur, and I just want to let y'all know that I'm here, I'm live, and I'm doing my motherfucking thing. And so the Coachella concert that y'all heard, you know what I'm saying, is my little gift to my fans and everything like that out here in the world. And I want to let you know, Thug Life still continues, and we still going to be strong, and we still going to make this money out here. And so to all my fans out there, letting y'all know, you know what I mean? We back, baby. We back, baby. We back, baby.
Shit. Let me tell you what happened though. Thug life, thug life. It's been 16 years, still stuck in a dark cage, living in my mind, thinking about the fateful day. 9796, I remember like it's yesterday. I got a lot to say, it'll make a thug, make it cry. How the media said that I died, but I'm still breathing. Who do you believe in? Everything that they said was a lie. You see, listen, we was in Vegas, getting faded, in the city of sin. I had a bad feeling that night, after the fight at the MGM. Can you feel me? We left the telly on the way to the club. These hoes pulled up right beside us. My adversary steady plotting on my death. Squeezing bullets to my name on my chest. I heard gunshots, but it got weird. Instead of bullets, only smoke appeared. Next thing I knew, 2 men in a suit were just standing there. He opened the doors and grabbed my nigga by his feet. Let my head hit the concrete. It was a nightmare, dragged on the street. Scars on my back, looking at the white Cadillac. Before the black bag over my head, I couldn't believe what I happened to see. A nigga who looked just like me in the passenger seat. But it can't be me, sitting there next to Suge. Another 4 shots and that can't be good. I gotta find a way, that's what I said. Next thing I know, a blow to the head.
I just want to tell you, you missed, motherfucker.
Ja, het moet gauw veranderen. Ik zei ook niet van. Je bent de schouw, maar het eerste deel is van je man. Wat meer ik nu wie voor het smaak.
You're now listening to That's in a
Oh,
Bang
of het begint bij jou van als je bent. Bij hoe zij er te zijn wie is af van dan mensen man. Is heel zien die als nooit. Maar wil het maar ook als ik dat. Look, it's all good. I'm still around. Don't try to even sweat this shit. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers see you as a threat, that's what happens. They be trying to wipe niggas the fuck off. I'm still peeping game though. You know what I mean? I'm still in the trenches. I'm watching everything. Nothing can go past me. Not a motherfucking thing.
Well, Trisha and Todd, part of Tupac's legend is that he'd been shot 5 times and survived before that fateful night here in Las Vegas in 1996. And because of that, Tupac's legacy has always been linked to Vegas. But a local filmmaker says Tupac shouldn't be connected to Vegas because he died here, but because this is where he made his great escape.
Going straight to the point. After the shooting, what's next?
Most people would agree with official reports that after being shot, rap icon Tupac Shakur was taken to UMC where he died 6 days later. But local filmmaker Rick Boss has an alternate ending.
This movie is about Tupac actually escaping from the University Medical Center here in Vegas and relocating to New Mexico, getting protection from the Navajo tribe.
Boss says when the rapper arrived to Las Vegas for fight night, he was informed of a planned hit on him. Now that's when the escape plan came into fruition, from planting a double in Suge Knight's BMW to a strategic aerial exit.
When certain FBI agencies are looking for you, the first thing they're gonna do is block the airport so you can't travel out. So the best way to escape is through helicopter. Private helicopter to another state.
FBI agents can't go onto tribal land without the tribal council's permission. Boss says that's why Navajo land in New Mexico made for the perfect hideout. And while many may dismiss the premise as fiction, Boss says the information for the script came from people in Tupac's family and circle.
I mean, you can write a fiction, story, but this is not fiction. This is facts through certain people that I know.
Boss knows G-Money and Snoop Dogg, who collaborated with Tupac, and Boss's father knew Tupac's mom from their involvement in the Black Panther Party. Boss says ultimately he wants Tupac fans to see the movie and decide for themselves. The man who plays Tupac, Richard Garcia, says he believes the rap legend did die in Las Vegas in 1996 at the age of 25. But his legacy still very much alive.
He's gone, but he lives on, like you said, like his mother said. He lives on through all of us, through our memories, through our hearts, through our tribute.
This film is still in production, and Boss says it will likely come out sometime next year. Trisha and Todd?
When Pac died, if he really did, you know.
If he really died. What do you mean by that?
I mean, when I left that hospital, me and Pac was laughing and joking. So I don't see how somebody can turn from doing well to doing bad.
So you seriously think that he might still be alive?
I'm gonna tell you this, Pac, you never know.
Oh, there you go. Yo, what's up? Trigger Tretch here, Naughty by Nature. You know what time it is, man. We feel the flow. We get it in, the ghetto bastards in the building, but it's a Go TV, yo. If you ain't feel it, you ain't touch it right. We real street with it. So if you ain't ready for it, get on the sidewalk.
One last question. Is Pac still alive?
Nobody knows. You gonna go up here? We gonna go up here because I gotta. Yeah, we can knock it out.
Take a picture.
You know. What you?
Take a picture. All right. Y'all appreciate that, my brother.
What's that video?
No, picture.
Oh, I thought you was asking me questions.
Y'all good? Yeah, we good. Thanks a lot, man. We good.
Last time I saw him, he was in church, man. Last time I saw him, he was in church, man.
Early.
Man, I just want to shake your hand, say I'm a
Last time I saw him, he was in Cuba and couldn't believe it.
Out of that 4/5.
Drive to Vegas to see Pac, we go to Suge house first. So we haven't even seen Pac. We just talking to Suge, and he got the head wrapped up, and he telling us what happened, and you know, Pac gonna be all right. He gonna pull through. You know, he got shot 9 times before. He gonna be all right. And they hit me in the head. So we feeling like it's gonna be all right until we go to the hospital and see that it ain't all right. He got tubes in him, and it's like when I walked in, I could just feel like he wasn't even there, and I fainted. Then his mother, you know, got me up and walked me in the bathroom and had a conversation with me about being strong. She was like, my baby ain't never seen you weak. I don't want you to be weak in front of him. You go in the bathroom and fix yourself up, and you go back in here and you talk to him and you tell him how you feel. My baby loves you. Because she knew it was a little tension, but she knew how much we loved each other. So she gave us a moment for me to say some things to him as far as how much I love him. But I knew that was going to be my last time speaking with him.